Happy Monday morning, boys and girls. It's so good to see you again. We are here for our last session, which is about creatures great and small. We're excited to talk to you about different aspects of animals, all different sizes, and some of the special things that they have that help them adapt to the world. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is something, I don't know. I think I'm going to need Professor Buchanan's help with this, but I can't seem to find her. Do you see where she is? Professor Buchanan, hello? Where are you?
Well, I'm right here.
What? Did you hear something?
Well, you should have. I'm right here.
Huh. Do you see something? Hello, Professor Buchanan? Is that you?
It is.
Why are you all dressed like this? I can barely see you.
Well, that's the whole idea. Because today we're going to talk about camouflage.
Camouflage?
It's a very funny word and it's very hard to spell.
Oh my goodness, it is very hard to spell. Would you like me to spell it for you really quickly?
Could you?
Okay. C-A-M-O-U. F-L-A-G-E. Camouflage.
A lot of letters.
That is a lot of letters. So, the definition of camouflage is this. It says, camouflage, also called cryptic coloration, is a defense or tactic that organisms, which I'm assuming is like animals and living creatures, tactic that organisms use to disguise their appearance, usually to blend in with their surroundings. Is Professor Buchanan blending in with her surroundings?
It's hard to see me, isn't it?
It is. All right. Organisms use camouflage to mask their location, identity, and movement. This allows prey to avoid predators and for predators to sneak up on prey.
Now, what are predators and what is prey? I pray to God.
I don't think it's that kind of prey. I think it's actually like if there's an animal who needs to have something to eat. He might prey on somebody. Not somebody. Oh my goodness, that would be horrible. He might prey on another animal in order to capture it and eat it. And I think that that is the life cycle.
It makes me a little sad.
It does make me a little sad. But the animal that is going towards the prey, that is stalking the prey, that is called a predator. Okay.
So if there was something outside right now that wanted to eat me, they wouldn't be able to find me because I'm camouflaged.
You are camouflaged. It's pretty cool. I like your camouflage.
My camouflage is going to have to come off soon because it's very hot underneath my camouflage. So here I go.
And there she is. Woohoo!
Am I still a little bit disguised?
You are a little disguised. You can stay disguised if you'd like to stay
I'm going to stay disguised while we talk about camouflage.
Yes. So, we have some fun activities that we're going to be starting off our session with, and the first one of which is camouflage. So, there's a lot of activities that you're going to find inside of your packets, and inside this packet are going to be, let's see if I can show you this. Whoop. Do you see this activity? You're going to have this activity. This activity is a special activity where you're going to get to take and you're going to cut out each of these animals and creatures, and then after you cut them out, you are going to get to put them in their habitat.
You will camouflage your animal in their environment.
Yes, so you're going to be able to do that yourself. So you'll cut them out and then you'll glue them on here where you think that they should go. Sound like a plan?
Stan.
We like that. All right, so then I'm going to have you discuss about these camouflage activities.
We've got some animals. And there's a picture, like this one. I don't even know if you can see it in the picture. Actually, yeah, I'll show you this one. I wonder if you can tell what animal is in this picture.
What could it be?
If you said an octopi, You would be right. Or an octopus. It's an octopus. An octopus is used, or octopi. I never know how to say that when there's more than one with an S on the end. I don't know, it's tricky. They use their colorings, and they can change their colorings to match what's around them. So what you're going to do is did we give them all of them in the packet? Or just one?
Of what?
Of these sheets.
All of them.
There's a variety of these, and what you'll do is you will color your octopi, and the surroundings so that you can't see the octopus. It's kind of tricky. And then there's some lines here, and it says you could write some key facts about the octopus and how they camouflage themselves.
So do you think maybe that they might have to look on the internet and Google
They might have to Google about the octopi. Now that's something you're going to need your family to help you with, a grown-up or maybe an older brother or sister to help you with that.
It would be nice to find some interesting facts, though.
It would be.
Those are
maybe 3 different things that you could find, especially if it has to deal with them being able to camouflage. That would be a great fact to write down.
So you will have a few different things that you're going to be able to look at, either octopi or there's a moth.
This one is tricky.
This one is very tricky.
Tricky.
Can you even see it in there? I can't even see it in there. I think it's like a leaf bug.
Walking leaf bug.
It must look like the leaves that it's standing on those branches.
This is kind of a cool way that God helps animals.
It is. It's very cool. So then we are going to have an activity also, an art activity that you guys get to do yourself. I'm going to show you a picture that I made, and this is actually a camouflage picture. And I'm wondering if I'll give you a few seconds to look at it, but wondering if you might be able to notice what kind of creature or animal is inside of this picture. All right, are you ready? I'm going to show you. Dun, dun, dun. I'll sing da 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 da.
Little tricky.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so do you think that you know what it is? All right, you know what? Since it is a little difficult and it's very camouflaged, I'm going to try to trace the outline for you with a marker. All right, I'm going to do that, and maybe while I do that, is there something else that we can show them?
Well, I think maybe while you're doing that, we'll just talk more about camouflage.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
So if you are an animal that can camouflage yourself, you said that maybe it's because you're trying to protect yourself from getting eaten. Or maybe it's because you're a predator and you want to hide yourself so that you can sneak up on your food. Aren't you glad you don't have to sneak up on your food?
I'm so glad.
Yeah, and I'm also glad that I'm not food.
Yes.
Now, some animals can be both a predator and prey. That's a little tricky.
We are going to have a few videos that are going to be posted in the links below that will have some of these cool camouflaged animals. So, I'm going to hold this up again. Do you see what it is?
Whoa.
Whoa, it's a lizard. It may be a gecko lizard. It could be whatever you want it to be, but I think that this one is camouflaging into the paper. I decorated this paper myself, and I'm going to show you what you're going to get. You are going to get, I don't have the butterfly. Well, you're going to get a piece of paper that has both either a lizard on it. I'm sorry, it will have both. It will have a lizard, and then it'll also have a butterfly shape. So you can choose which one that you want to do to cut out to use for yours. So now, you see how this guy is on here? You know how I got that guy on there? All I did was use a little glue. And I put some glue. I'm going to put the glue, though, on the side that has the lines. Okay? And the reason why is that it makes it camouflaged onto the white piece of paper. So now you can still see the outline of your guy, right? Can you see the outline? Once you glue him on here, Then you can take some crayons and you can do some coloring and decorating too. I used maybe 4 or 5 different colors, and I just did circles all over. Now you don't need to trace around your lizard or your butterfly. You don't need to trace around it with the black. I just did that so that I could show you where it was. All right, maybe you can trick mom or dad and try to see if they can find out where the or what the picture is that you have in there. Now you can do this with almost anything. If you decide you want to make a different shape and put it on a different piece of paper and color over it, you could do that too, and then they can try to guess.
Oh, they could.
Yep. So that's what it looks like right there, and then you're going to use your crayons to decorate.
Or you could use markers, I guess, or maybe even watercolor.
You could use almost anything.
Whatever you have to make color would be great.
So much fun.
Now, let me be undisguised with my camouflage and put on my real
Professor
glasses.
Buchanan, you're here.
I am. And I'm glad I wasn't eaten by a predator.
I am glad.
Do you know that people can get eaten by predators? Mm-hmm. So, like, if there was a bear might eat you, or I don't know what else eats animals. That's why we try to stay away from things like bears, because we don't want to get eaten.
Right.
I want to talk to you about a different kind of protection. Now, it's kind of like camouflage, except in camouflage, I don't know how to describe the difference. This thing is called mimicry.
Mimicry?
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
Why are you repeating everything I say?
Why are you repeating everything I say?
Friends, is she gone crazy?
Has she gone crazy?
Wait a second. What are you doing?
I think I'm mimicking you.
Oh, if you mimic something, it means you do exactly what that something does. So I was talking, and then Professor Blackfeather was saying the exact same thing. That's mimicry, or mimicking.
Mimicking.
And in the animal kingdom, we call that kind of thing mimicry. Now, it might be a sound, like maybe some bird makes the same sound as another bird, and you think, why would they do that? Same thing. They're trying to either avoid getting eaten or eat something that they want to eat. So it's another way they kind of camouflage. Now I'm going to show you some pictures. See if you can tell the difference between these two butterflies. They're very, very similar. One is called a monarch, and the other one is called a viceroy. Now, if you can read, you already know which one is which. They look very similar, don't they? Mm-hmm. One of them has a black line that kind of looks like a smiley face at the bottom of their wings. That one is the viceroy. Now, here's why the viceroy wants to look like the monarch. The monarch, when they lay their eggs and the little caterpillars come out, the larvae, they eat this particular flower. It's called a milkweed. And it stores up like poison in their body, so that when a predator would eat a monarch, the predator would go and spit it out, and they might even get a little sick and throw up. So then that predator learns, like maybe a bird learns, I don't want to eat that orange and black, what's that caterpillar? Black and orange butterfly. So the viceroy, he makes himself look just like the monarch. But the only way you can tell the difference is that smiley face black line on the bottom.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty smart. Let me show you another one. This one might help you if you're ever in the desert. Ooh. You know, some snakes are okay. They wouldn't hurt you. They might bite you, but they wouldn't hurt you. Some snakes, if they bite you, really hurt you. Now, here's two snakes. Do you hear something? Here's two snakes. Can you tell how they're different? One of them is called a coral snake, and the other one is called a king snake. One of them is poisonous. One of them is not. Here's the trick. The coral snake is a very fierce animal, so things don't want to eat it because it will strike them back and kill them, or at least make them very sick. Now, the king snake I don't think he's poisonous at all. But he wants the predators to think he's bad, and he's scary, and he's mean. So he mimics the color of the coral snake. Now, does he change his colors? No. This is how he is. This is how he's made. The coral snake has a black and gold head, and the king snake has a red and yellow. Now, maybe if you're in the desert and you see these two snakes, you're a little bit scared and you don't want to stick around to see which one is going to be scarier. Here's something that they tell you to remember, that with colors, if a red color touches a yellow color, do you see that on the coral snake? Red touches yellow, he's a dangerous fellow.
Ooh, good way to remember it.
Look at this one. And if yellow touches black, like on the king snake, you're all right, Jack. Oh, red touches yellow, he's a dangerous fellow. Yellow touches black, you're all right, Jack.
Awesome.
So this is some ways that animals help protect themselves from predators. Mimicry.
Mimicry.
Wait a second. Are you trying to copy me?
I am.
You know, that's a game you could play in the back seat of your car when you're on a long vacation with your brother or your sister. Your moms and dads will think it's great.
But when they say stop.
Oh, yeah, then you gotta stop.
Okay.
So that's the first part of our week, is camouflage and mimicry.
Woo.
It's ways that predators and prey help live. Help live?
Help.
Stay alive.
Stay alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Ooh, 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 ooh. Staying alive. Okay, we're done. Now, check out below what we have for you. There's lots of videos. Well, maybe not lots, but there's some.
There's some.
Videos. And were there any books on this one? I don't remember.
I don't think.
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise for you. So don't forget to check the links below. And we are looking forward to seeing you again on Wednesday, when we will have some more fun things to learn about. All right.
Have a great Monday and Tuesday. See you Wednesday.
Bye,
friends.
guys.